Hello YouTube, I'm David with the David West channel. Do you remember the video that I did with the split log stove? Went down in the woods, found a piece of pine about 10 inches in diameter, cut that off, and then when I went to split it with my hatchet, I used a pine knot that I found down there as a baton, and after about 6 or 7 strikes, that baton just exploded. Did I just have a weak pine knot? Or do all pine knots tend to break apart like that? If you could just find a pine knot down in the woods, beat it on a rock, and it'd break all apart, that'd be a great way to access the best fatwood in the center. So I'm gonna beat this not on a rock, but I probably on those blocks over there, and see if this breaks apart. I can see it breaking apart right here. But before we get started, I want to show you another way to fire up this grease lamp, and it's with Fatwood scrapings. And then put this around that wick. Make some more scrapings, ignite them, and stick them in there on top of those scrapings. Keychain ferro rod, you've seen it 1,000 times on my channel. This is a bayite. That was a little bit haphazard, but let's see if it fires it up. I have used this technique before, and it has worked fine. Oh, the wick is lit. Get it on this side, you can see it better. Let's go ahead and see if we can beat our pine knot apart. This part here is not strong enough to be a handle. We'll get down past that. I got another pine knot. Here's the one from under the table. Let's see what it's going to do. Just that little sliver right there is enough access to the inside to make lots of fires. That is a great technique to expose that very rich interior fatwood. There's something else I wasn't expecting, but I should have. I was not expecting it to shear like that. But you can imagine that it would. If it's hard enough to be that brittle to just break up, you could expect that it would shear. Don't really have a lot of leverage on it now. it's just going to keep on breaking apart. Let's go ahead and make a fire with it. That'll be enough shavings. And my usual MOS, get some scrapings, put it on top, make some more scrapings, ferrite ignite them, put them on top. That is really gonna burn hot. All right, I don't know if you can see it, but the base of the wick has swollen up and is floating a little bit. So hopefully I'm not going to submerge the entire wick, but I am gonna weigh it down. Okay, it didn't move. We're 18 minutes into the burn on this wick. So we have 2 hours and 20 minutes of burn time on this grease lamp so far. All right, y'all, do me a favor before you leave my channel, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and in that drop-down list, select all, and do give the video a like. All right, I couldn't just leave us hanging like that and not get out in the woods and try to find some of the pine knots that are all over my woods and try to break some apart. I want to use this one because it's longer, I can get more leverage. And we have lots of good rock, big rock outcroppings. But let's just try it on that small rock there. I'm gonna prop this up against the side of the tree over here. Night it sheared right off of there. Well, it's interesting that it'll shear, but that's not really what I need, is it? Let's see if we can get it to split long way. There it goes. Good. It worked pretty good. We got it to shear. We got it to split. Let's go see if we can find a better rock and a better pine knot, one that's longer. This is my $3 backpack from the Goodwill store. It is made by Academy. And that pink is on there because it's a girl's. All right, that'll give you a good idea of how many pine knots we have down here. Let me get that one right there. And I got a rock set up over here. Let's try it. Let's try splitting this other end. Oh. I'll practice with it and get the hang of it. That can make a bow drill bearing block. And this can be batoned. And I'll get some scrapings off of that. We'll make just a real quick ferro rod fire. Good stuff. I appreciate you joining me on this one. We'll catch you on the next one.